On the Euro USD this week, we can see that price has been moving down surely but steadily on the weekly chart here. And we're looking for basically a wave 3, and this is a nice little aqua zone here that has just formed, and we're looking for a little bit of a retracement into this area here, and then a continued push to the downside. So we'll see if that can't happen this week as a little retracement to the upside here. And then overall, we're looking for it to go down. Looking at the daily time frame, you can see that our daily zone is from 106.23 up to 108.72. So I'm looking for a better retracement into this area, this nice little purple zone that we have here, then get that continuation to the downside. But for this week, even though we're in a downtrend, I'm looking for us to give us that retracement, to jump onto the trend in a nice, neat way. So we are at the very edge of the zone right here. So I'd like to see another little kick into the zone and then be able to jump into the downtrend to the downside. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, you can see that it really looks a lot like the daily, to be quite honest with you. We have that big zone there, only this zone is chocolate covered, and you can see all the times prices bounced off of this level, and we're looking for one more little hitch before the downtrend continues as well. So let's see if we can't get that this week, but we do have a support level, a newly formed, actually we have 3 new support levels formed here. Just going to act as a little bit of support on our way back to the downside, but really would like to see a better retest, really right around the 107.50 level. If we could get right in the middle of this chocolate zone, I think that would be absolutely awesome, so that we could catch the trend to the downside. Looking at the dollar yen this week, you can see that over the past couple weeks here, it's more than a couple weeks, but over the past several weeks here, we have seen this nice move from low up to high. We've hit the 117 level, and now we're looking for a good retracement. And I'm really hoping that this is something new here. I'm really hoping that we have found a new trend to the upside. So I'm looking for a nice correction to the downside, and then for us to push up even higher into the 124 up to the 126 areas here. Looking at the daily time frame, even though our overall trend is up, let's be realistic. What's going to happen over this coming week? Because that's what we're doing. We're looking at a weekly forecast of what's going to go on. So this coming week, I'm looking for us to give us that good retracement. I'm looking for price to really give us a good retracement. So I'm going to be looking for the 114 down to the 112 level, as well as the 110 up to the 111 level. So I'm looking for price to give us some real good support. Not a huge pullback, but it's a pretty good sized pullback. And if we can hit one of those 2 levels and give us a nice little bounce off of one of those 2 levels, that would be amazing in my book. So I'm really looking for price to come down this week of all things, not for price to go up in the uptrend, but we know that we're at supply. So I'm looking for the bounce off of supply to hit daily demand, if you will, and then push to the upside. As we look at the 4-hour time frame, just to give us a little hint of some good support and resistance that's going to be coming into effect, you can see the mini zones that we have on our chart here, and I'm looking at the 115 down to the 114 zone, as well as, let's scroll down here a little bit further on. We have a couple aqua zones right there. These could all be really good support and resistance levels, okay, on our way down here. So I'm looking for price to move down. So look for good support to be found at the 114 down to 113.93 level, and so on and so forth. Okay, so price is going to come up here a little bit. I would expect for it to find resistance right around the 116.50 level, and then push down even lower. Again, the overall idea for this coming week would be to the downside, even though the trend is up overall. So I'm looking for price to be pushing down on the daily, down here on the 4-hour time frame, and these are the support levels that are going to be giving us those gyrations in the market that we normally see.